Okay guys, so after months of testing, I'm finally ready to do my review and comparison on the LasFit All Weather Mats compared to the OEM Toyota All Weather Mats. Let's get into it. So before we begin, I just want to let you know that these mats were sent to me by LastFit, but that in no way impacts my opinion or this review. So with that being said, let's jump into some of the features of the LasFit All Weather Mat. So these mats are actually made with a TPE material that is injection molded. That means that these mats do really well in harsh conditions. They won't shrivel or lose their rigidity in hot or cold environments. LastFit did a great job making sure that these fit perfectly into your 4Runner. They use a digital scanning measurement tool to measure the interior of our 4Runners, making sure that this mat fits perfectly. You'll notice that it has tie-down points that go right over your factory tie-down points as well. The next best thing, the price. These mats for a whole set go for $129, and I also have a 10% coupon code in the description below. But for what it is compared to WeatherTech or Husky liners, it's actually a very affordable set for the amount of quality that you're getting. LastFit believes in these weather mats so much that they offer a lifetime warranty and a 90-day return policy if anything were to ever go wrong with your mats. So really, there's nothing to lose. So let's go into a comparison of these and my OEM Toyota all-weather mats and see what the differences are. Right from the get-go, when you take this out of its packaging, you'll notice that this is so much more rigid. It's not stiff in a way where it makes it hard to maneuver, but you can tell that it holds its shape a lot better. It's much more rigid. And so if we compare that to the OEM Toyota one, you'll see that it is really flimsy, right? Even the thickness of it, it's not very thick. So it's very flimsy, doesn't hold its shape too well. You'll see that even that as I'm holding it now, it wants to flop over like that. So these are fairly expensive too. When I purchased my 4Runner, I got these from the dealership and they were fairly expensive. So the next thing I want to compare is the coverage of these mats. You'll notice that the OEM mats, they kind of have a hard stop here. They don't wrap around. The ridge here isn't very high either. So I've had a lot of instances where, it's raining or I have a lot of water or mud on my boots. And this doesn't do a very good job of trapping the water on the mat. So we'll get a lot of overspill. Same thing with this back corner right here. You'll see that it kind of just ends there. And that's really it. The coverage doesn't go very high on this side as well. In comparison to the LastFit version, now you have a lip that goes over and around, hugging very closely to the seat. And these grooves here actually do a much better job of trapping any water, mud, or dirt. And also helps with this layer here, also helps with some of the backspill that we get. Same thing with that back corner over here. You'll see that we have a groove that goes inside, tucking under our seat. The side walls go up higher. Now we'll take a look at the rear seats. Much of the same. You'll see that this has a really nice ridge that comes up onto our seat, covering a lot of space and area in the back here. Once again, we have ridges that cover the seats. Nice alignment. Perfect cutouts. You see that? You'll notice how how dirty this is because we've been using it so much. So we'll jump back to the OEM one now. Okay, so these are the OEM Toyota rear mats. You'll see that the coverage is not as precise and it's not as extensive, right? And it is hard to maintain its shape, right? So these guys kind of just don't lay very flat, kind of wobbles around here in the back. Here's the edge. It just lays flat, no coverage on the sides. Grooves, not very deep. Coverage is good, it is good, but the material doesn't want to lay flat, and the cutouts for these corners and ridges aren't very precise. All right, guys, so that's it with the comparison and review of the LasFit All Weather Mats. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this product. I had the OEM mats for about 2 years now, and when I finally switched it over, I didn't think it would make much of a difference, but you'll notice the quality and the durability of these mats as soon as you put them in your vehicle. So with that being said, check them out. Link is in the description below. I do have a coupon code for 10% off. All right, so check them out, guys. Give them a look. I think you'll be satisfied with them. So until next time, guys, see ya.